Well, good evening, everyone. Sorry for what's the time now? It's almost 20 to 8 in African time. And if all is well, unfortunately we don't have internet, so you can't get us now directly, but I'm hoping you can see us tonight.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can. It was a bit of a funny thing last Fireside Chat, our special sort of New Year's, Old Year's Eve chat, I guess, with Doris and everyone. Unfortunately, we only found out afterwards that the picture that we saw going out here wasn't going out, so it was a bit of a sort of total darkness with voices. We will hopefully get Doris and Alima back again at some stage, just to chat a bit more in general as well. It was lovely having them here on it was Tuesday evening. Otherwise, yeah, it's been a lovely day, lots of sightings. We had the fantastic elephant this morning with Rexon. We'll talk more about the wildlife later, and somebody can clip it on if you want to.
Okay.
Yes. Guys, we're also doing a bit of a different sound thing tonight. I'm not using the normal microphone. But
I don't get the magic microphone?
You don't get to hold the one. Well, Simon, welcome on the fire as well.
Thank you.
Do you want to say hello?
Yeah, hello. So, it's been one of those days, and the internet is looking a little bit better than before. Near the end of the game drive, it was trying to come back on, so hopefully later on tonight it might be back fully. So hopefully we'll be back able to interact with you. It's definitely been a lot stranger around here without the interaction. It's one of the many things that makes Wildlife special and unique, and yeah, we really do love the interaction with everybody, so it's going to be great to be able to answer questions again and be able to chat with you again. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, hopefully when the new week starts and sort of all the old years and New Year's things have passed. It certainly is something, like Simon said, we've missed it all from the director side through to the vehicle. The conversation aspect of it, it's been a strange drive, especially since it's been prolonged a little bit. But as always, it's always nice to have you on the vehicle, even if it's a bit quiet. Yeah, that's all right. Simon, anything specific you want to talk about? And you had lovely elephants this morning. That must have been special.
Yeah, that was great. Yesterday seeing the elephant, and this morning again seeing that elephant, the one that's just a couple days old, the couple-day-old calf, was really amazing to see that yesterday, and then we saw it again this morning. It's really amazing to see that. And also when Rex and I were actually taking our short break this morning in the riverbed, as the breeding herd passed on, the one male elephant in Musk actually kind of snuck up on us. We were sitting there, Rex was just relaxing. I was checking out some of the things with the audio, and I was just leaning forward, and all of a sudden I just heard something just turn around, and he was right there directly behind us, so that was very interesting. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot how silent these things are, but how big. But
that's the one that we cut back to then with the quite a big male, eh?
Yeah, that's why we did. I kind of turned the camera back on, saying, yeah, this guy just came to check us out.
Yeah, it's actually amazing how they walk up. I saw it briefly today. You have to sort of see it. If you get it in an open area, the feet actually has a large, literally like a sponge almost. It's basically a thick layer of fat. So you've got the sole of the foot, then you've got this thick, almost like a fatty tissue, and then muscle, and then you've got the bones or the toes they walk on. So it literally does expand like a big cushion, makes them totally silent. Also, when it gets very wet, actually, their feet swell up. Their feet can get bigger, so the foot size actually can grow, give them a larger surface to walk along on. So, all good, Rex? Sorry, I forgot to introduce everyone. Obviously, you're going to know who's in camp tonight. But Rexon behind the camera, and Lishan in final control. Lisbeth also in that side. Yeah, so elephants actually, when it gets wet, if we get a lot of rain, I mean we had some nice rain recently, but if we get a lot of rain and it starts getting almost marshy out here, then their feet actually get bigger, allowing them to obviously walk easier without getting stuck too easily. To an extent, obviously. It doesn't suddenly turn to feet this size. Yeah, I'm
trying to think what else. Been interested. Something up for Fireside Chat, as well as just keeping on checking the one thing to see how the internet status is doing. So that was getting pretty exciting. It's like, wow, we're getting so close, but not so quiet. So yeah, it's been quite a busy, long, hot day. Guys, and I think tonight we're not gonna, we're gonna talk about what's going on and what's happening. We were hoping to get Aubrey in. It seems getting the guides in here is harder than we thought in the beginning, but it is starting to get easier as well. I think after the Old Year's Eve or New Year's Eve, I keep saying that, sorry, in Afrikaans you say the one, in English the other. Since New Year's Eve, that chat we had with all the guides, a lot of them are slightly more comfortable with the idea of coming to talk to people from all over the world via the process that we do, the live camera, if you want. But it's now just more a sort of a tactical or a practical aspect. Hopefully hopefully next Sunday,
we can get Aubrey in here. I'd love to get Aubrey in. He was the guy that, apart from having been here 23 years and having thousands of stories, he's also the person who found Seseka in Ghana, the previous cubs of Karula. So it would be nice to hear from him, get his recount of that story. A little bit later, Rexon will tell us what he thinks about the cubs of Karula now. I can speculate a little bit as well, but I think I'm going to just give it a bit more time until we get closer to actually seeing them before we start getting too excited about them. But they're there, and we're going to find them, and Aubrey will be able to tell us about the time when he found the previous litter, who we obviously saw growing up then. But it is a bit of a practical problem. So point is that I'm trying to get to, is that we're just going to have a quick chat with everyone in camp tonight, see what's going on, Simon, Rexon, Lishan, just to get an idea of what's happening in camp. And then next Sunday night, hopefully we'll have a couple more visitors and it'll be a slightly longer chat. So, Simon, anything else you want to say?
Not off the top of my head. We just want to thank everybody once again for all the warm wishes and warm welcome backs. I'm sure when the internet's up, I'll probably have a lot of emails to go through. Just want to thank you in advance for all of it. So, yeah. I guess, we'll keep it short, and thank you. And now we're going to play the Wii musical chairs, I guess.
But let's all remember to unclip that thing each time. He's just going to jump in there. Simon's going to run to final control. Rexon's still going to be that side.
Okay.
Hello, my Scott.
Hello. Here we go. Hello.
Well, you want to say hello more first?
Hello, more. Welcome to Fireside Chats, and it's lovely being here. It's been a hot day. Exhausting day, really, because it's like we said on the drive, it's
like an oppressive heat almost.
Probably good for leopard tracking, as Rexon told me this morning, but otherwise it's been quite hot.
It's been a hot one. Even now, sitting here, I'm still feeling like I'm sweating, and the fire is it's a very polite fire. It's the kind of fire that I really like. It's all neat and tidy, as you can see there. And so it's not too hot, but it'll produce enough coals for a bit of braai later on. But I think certainly the heat is something we'll probably mention a few more times over the next few days. It's going to build up more and more, and hopefully, maybe tonight, we saw enough lightning and thunder in the distance, but it was a bit in the wrong direction. But maybe some rain coming. Nice to sit around the fire with you again. Third time now. Third time game draft, third time around the fire. We saw some big game tonight, Ellie's and Buff and all that. But apart from still getting used to being in front of the camera, how was it to be behind the camera?
Well, getting used to being in front of the camera is something I'll have to get used to. But behind the camera, it's also a bit of a learning experience, since I'm used to looking down a microscope, and one seems to have a lot more time with cells than you have with a bird floating off or so on. And you have to think about composition and beautiful pictures and all that. I'm used to the microscope. I know about the focus and the basics, but it's a whole different experience. And obviously being at the back of the jigger, don't think you guys always think about who's at the back. So it's been fun. I'm enjoying it. Probably will enjoy it much more if we get more interaction from the audience. I mean, you see it when you're directing. It's just not the same being without you guys. I'll get there.